The Egyptians stole civilization from the blacks. Everyone conspires against black Africans. Archaeologists, researchers, politicians, and the people of Mars. Welcome again in my program, Hafez Talks to You. My teacher, Professor Ibrahim Swalem, sends his regards. It was supposed to talk to you about prehistoric times. But after we have proven that the age of Egypt is much greater than all the civilizations of Africa. I hope you watched the previous episode. I'll leave the link in the description. This does not mean that we neglect these other civilizations. However, we make it clear that Egypt and the Egyptian people, they knew civilization before the blacks knew civilization, more than 3,000 years ago. Any person deceived in his history who tries to place Egypt or North Africa within suspicious and erroneous theories about history is better to review himself. For example, not all of Europe is Slavic or Scandinavian. No race cancels the other. Likewise, the majority of blacks will not be able to cancel the Egyptians, Libyans, and Amazigh. Not even through fabricated images and movies that follow the approach of free advertising by creating confusion. This is not prejudice to one race over another, but real racism is a lack of respect for peoples and accusing them in a crooked manner of stealing their history, which is on their land and their property. That's odd. Because Egypt is simply bigger than everyone else in the continent or even history. I came out of Egypt, the mother of the Arabs, and as the Torah said, Egypt, Masa, it is also called the Semitic languages, that Egypt attributed to the ancestor of the Egyptians, who is Misraim. If the blacks are Africans, then the Egyptians are also Africans more than all other African. This is why Egyptians are proud of being Africans and also Arabs, because they are the origin of the Arabs. According to the Torah and Islam, the Arabs came from Hagar, the wife of Ishmael, the son of Abraham, and Ishmael is the father of the Arabs. Thus, the Arabs belong to Egypt. It is not Egypt that belongs to the Arabs, according to the allegations of American black activists, followers of Afrocentric. The Egyptian people would defeat the external aggressions, and the Egyptians documented their external enemies in a painting known as the 9 Archers. The Egyptians defeated their enemies who tried to occupy Egypt and documented that throughout the ages, while Egypt was fighting the Hyksos, Tibetans, Babylonians and Assyrians. Nubia was within the scope of Egypt's borders, where civilizations of sub-Sahara were primitive and lived in a simple environment. I mean that they didn't build granite temples and pyramids like Djoser, Giza and the Red Pyramid. Why didn't the Afrocentric ask themselves that question? Why didn't the ancient black build their civilization where they went, after the Egyptians expelled them and took over Egypt? Egypt will cause haters a lot of anxiety, and the Egyptian people will also still a great cog in the wheel of human history, and we will continue to defend our Egypt and its history. Consider that non-educated black actors love Egypt, and people like this follow in their footsteps. Will not make a difference because the image was placed on the sandal of King Tutankhamun a long time ago. We will delay considering these activities as a racist, or insulting to the Egyptians. Because Egypt was and always will be the inspiration and magic for everyone. This is freedom to feel love and belonging, but within the limits of morality, honesty and knowledge. In the end, follow me in this series to learn more about the secrets of Egypt and its civilization. And of course, don't forget to like the video and support the channel by sharing and subscribe the channel.